it play and call it work.
Hey there guys, you've got Luka here from MiniWarGaming and we got Tristan here from Markham, Ontario. Now this is going to be a painting partner program. And you are from 4 ROC, also known as 4 Realms of Chaos Painting Studios up in Markham, Ontario, which is pretty much in the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area, very close by actually, an hour-and-a-half drive, not long at all. And that's, well, I guess that's against the Niagara traffic, so it's not as bad as the Toronto traffic. I mean, the drive home might be a little bit worse, but not at the time, only at the business hours. Anyways, today I am showcasing the work they've just done for us. Now this is a painting commission for our Age of Sigmar models, and I'm going to be using one of these in fantasy. It's going to be a vampire lord on a zombie dragon, in addition to 6 Vargheists, 6 spirit hosts, 2 Camrys, and 10 Hex Rays. Now this is going to be for our Night Haunt and our Soulblight armies. Thank goodness. I'm doing this video because I'm most excited for this. These are models I've been wanting for a while, especially the vampire lord on the zombie dragon. Now, let's go look at the work these guys do. Alright guys, now here's a quick overview of what all the models look like, pretty much from a battle report perspective, what you would see in a game. I'm obviously going to go into greater detail now about them.
Hey guys, so Tristan here from 4 Realms of Chaos, and we're just looking over the army, and first off I want to say that it's like a big honor to finally work with MiniWarGaming, and we're fellow Canadians as well, so it's always been like a goal for us to make a video and even be here. So I think it's awesome, and right now we're really trying to expand our painting service. So yeah, thought it's a great opportunity. So this is what we have painted for them. The whole army is done to tabletop plus level, and yeah, so it's all really cool. You can see the schemes are kind of tied together, and it was really fun to do, especially the dragon. I think that's awesome.
Let's open up with these Hex Rays here that the 4 Realms of Chaos have done for us, or again, 4 ROC. So these Hex Rays are painted at Table Plus, or Tabletop Plus, so it's ideally what you'd expect on the tabletop, and some. So an example of the and some would be the added glow effect to the robes, which come out huge on camera. It's pretty much everything's about highlights. If you're playing a game and you're looking at a glance, that glow screams at you. It's a much needed added effect. It looks amazing. I love these Hex Rays. Let's jump on over to the Spirit Hosts here. Again, you have that added glow effect with the Tabletop Plus. Now these Spirit Hosts come with like the tombstones and the skeletons and the briar growth on the tombstones as just as the base. But this is pretty much like the standard basing effect that you would get when you get the Tabletop Plus, which obviously looks amazing. It's just like the tufts and the gravel, and it adds to the model. It matches well the tombstones, and again, on camera and off camera, the glow effect really screams at you. Let's look at the Camrys now. This will square off the Night Haunt that we have. These are 2 characters painted up by the 4 Realms of Chaos, and we got a front and back shot. Now again, with the Tabletop Plus, you get that added green glow effect on the back, which just, I don't know, it almost completes the model. The Wraith is one of my favorite Night Haunt units. It's pretty much just got the weird imposing skull under the robes. The robes on these guys are awesome. The size just add that Grim Reaper effect. It's nothing but skeletal hands and a spooky little skeletal face. And these guys just did an amazing job on them. I just love how they look. They speak. Like, you can identify them on the table very easily. We're jumping over to the Soulblight now. Let's take a look at the Vargheists. Now again, the Tabletop Plus quality, you get the added effects, which you can see clearly on the wings there. On the model on the right, the blue highlight picks up, and there's also the added gloss effect with the Tabletop Plus on the membrane of the wings, and you can see on the right model again, because we're focusing on the wings, the light really picks it up on the left wing that's up in the air. It just shines right off the wing, and again, you'll see that effect just on the tabletop as well. So the added gloss adds a ton to the model, and they just look really ragged. Like, they look like they almost look like they were buried and they've risen from the ground, just as any vampire from a coffin, or they're ready to fight. I don't know. I like them. And the added green effect on the wing, or not the wing, but the inner ear as well. It really speaks to you. Looking at the Vampire Lord on the Zombie Dragon, we're going to take a few shots to show you guys what this looks like from all angles. Right off the bat, you can see it's a centerpiece to any army. You put that down, it's noticed right away. And that's just the Tabletop Plus quality too. There's an added character quality if I recall you mentioning. Let's zoom up and check out the bone and the head. Right away you can see all of the wear that you'd have on, well, I guess a skeletal zombie dragon, right? You can see right away all the shade really brings out all the wear on the bone and the tongue. I like the tongue. And you get a good look at what, like, the rotting flesh hanging over the vertebrae looks like as well. Lots of layers, tons of detail, and the highlights really come out on this one. Let's take a look at closer look at the Membranous Wings here. All the different layers of highlights. Again, this close up, you really notice it, but the best effect is the fact that you could stand 5-6 feet away and you can easily notice all the highlights and all the wear on the bone. And it looks natural. It's got that natural effect in the folding near the end, where the hand is, where the claw is. It just fits. It matches perfectly with the bone. It's perfect shades. Let's take a look at the back of the model. Just that weird, eerie, thin vertebra at the back and like all the rotting flesh off of it, and how it just kind of, I don't know, it kind of gives funny enough, the zombie dragon that hourglass effect. I just love this model. It's an amazing model. So you get to see the muscles and, well, the effect that the company here has done on the muscles and the rotting flesh and the rib cage that wraps back to the vertebra. The color schemes they chose, that all matches together, right? We kind of just told them, do whatever you think looks cool, and it works. I'm incredibly pleased with the effects and the way this dragon looks. Let's check out the vampire riding the dragon. Now they went with an old, ancient, not rusted gold, but just worn gold. And I like the little chalice on the side there. All the little details are picked out, so you can notice the book. You can notice it's hard to tell right here. I'll give you a better shot afterwards, but the glowing green eyes, which is part of the Tabletop Plus effect. So you notice that right away. Even from a distance, I can tell the glowing green eyes. And the spear itself is rusted and ancient. This is a vampire that's been around for a while, been to a lot of battles, and he's still around kicking. All the little details, you can tell his little medallion, the book, the worn pages on the book, and just every little highlight and detailed effect on the armor. Taking a look at the spear here, you can see the details on the little studs underneath the spear itself, and the golden skull, as well as the rust effect. Let's take a look at the back of the vampire here. Now this is just Tabletop Plus, and I love it. And there's also the Character Plus, or Character and Character Plus. So if you wanted more detail on your centerpiece, like your big lord riding a monster, then they have that option as well. Right here, I'm just incredibly impressed with Tabletop Plus. The shield, the crest is done. The crest has got multiple layers on it, you can tell right away. The skulls and the bells and all the trophies he carries on his back, 2 spikes, which all vampires have. He's dipped them in, the skulls were dipped in gold and thrown on the back as trophy, so he's got a lot of victims. I'm a huge fan of this model. I love the shield. The effect on the shield is probably one of my favorite parts. Again, here's another look at the army, what you'd expect to see in a battle report. Now, they painted this all up to match as one scheme. Of course, this can be one full army if you wanted to. You could be playing as Death, or you can play as Soulblight and Nighthaunt, which I'll be doing. And all the bases all match, the highlights all match. The membranes on the Vargeist and the zombie dragon match the robes on the Hex Rays and the Camrys. Hey there guys, back with my short self. I'm 5'10", I'm about average. Tristan here is 6'5", so shame on him. If you like the models, be sure to check out all the social media. I know I liked them. You'll be seeing them in all the upcoming Age of Sigmar videos, and you'll be seeing that vampire dragon in the upcoming fantasy games. Now on MiniWarGaming, they have a bunch of videos. They're the 4 Realms of Chaos or 4 ROC. I'm not sure what you are on MiniWarGaming.
Everything, 4 Realms of Chaos.
4 Realms of Chaos, and then that's the same thing. You'll be seeing all these links down below. It's the Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Why don't you tell them what you guys do on those social media? Yeah,
so YouTube, we haven't put up a video for a while, but we like to do showcases and maybe a battle report every so often, and studio updates, so you can guys come check out what we do every day. And we do Instagram every couple days, put up some pictures of finished commissions so you guys can see your stuff maybe a bit early. So Facebook too. But
so if you guys make sure you check them out down in the links below for their commission work. And well, that's it. Happy wargaming, guys.
Hey, rock on.